We are back with some breaking inputs coming in. Indira Assassination Tableau in Canada. Brampton video has sparked anger in a shocking incident. A tableau glorifying the assassination of former Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi by her Sikh bodyguards was allegedly paraded in Canada's Brampton on Sunday on the 4th of June. A video clip is doing the rounds on the internet depicting the assassination of the former Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi. Now, according to reports, the parade was organized by Khalistani supporters. In the video, several figures depicting the late Prime Minister and her killers can be seen. They have been displayed, and this seems to be a celebration of the assassination of the former Indian Prime Minister. The former Indian Prime Minister's statue can be seen drenched in blood. The parade was purportedly organized by the Khalistani groups in Canada nearly 2 days before the anniversary of Operation Blue Star. India has registered a strong protest against this particular display of hate. India has raised strong objections. We have Pradeep Dutta joining us on the broadcast with more details. This video doing the rounds on the internet has generated a lot of anger and hate, Pradeep, and India has also taken a stand taking objection to this display of hate.
See, this is very important because Canada can't be moved spectator to all this, what is really happening. We have seen that over the period of time, how anti-India forces have been raising their head, especially in Canada. And this is not first time when they have tried to malign image of the country, but this time they have crossed the line. What they're trying to do, if you look at this float in this, you can see how they're trying to glorify killers of Indira Gandhi. But in reality, if you look at this whole episode, this has been the biggest blot on Sikh community. Why I'm saying the killing of Indira Gandhi has been the biggest blot on Sikh community. Reason being that Sikhs stand for loyalty. And this man, Byan Singh, he was supposed to guard Indira Gandhi not to spill her blood. Second thing, the blood group of Byan Singh was similar to that of Indira Gandhi. That's why he was kept in the inner security circle. Third thing, that time Indira Gandhi was asked to change Sikh guards. She said, no, I will not be changing Sikh guards because he had been there to ensure my security. Fourth thing, that being a man, he killed a woman. So why are you trying to glorify a person who was basically a coward and he was totally against the Sikh ethics? So Sikhism doesn't mean that you have to kill someone. Sikhism means that you have to fight against oppression and speak for the oppressed class. But here in this case, what they did, they killed the person for whom they had to ensure security. They were supposed to guard Indira Gandhi not to spill blood. Byan Singh was supposed to give her blood in case of any eventuality or in case of any crisis. But what he did, he spilled her blood. So this man can't be glorified. So that's one of the reasons that the people here in India and abroad, they are quite angry and agitated. And the government has also taken up this matter with Canadian counterpart, and they have made it clear that such things should not be allowed. What we have then seen that over the period of time, how they are allowing this Khalistani elements, one, to spread hate against Indians, spread hate against Hindus, and also malign image of the country. And by glorifying terrorists, you are only trying to encourage. We have seen that similar kind of a procession politics was taking place in Jammu and Kashmir also, when they used to hold huge procession after killing of a terrorist. Gun salute was given. See, when such rallies are taken out, what you are going to do is, the idea is basically you are further trying to indoctrinate and brainwash young minds. Not only that, you are also instigating people against India. You are trying to tell them, see what really happened during Operation Blue Star. Yes, there was Operation Blue Star. Who was responsible for that? Again, Bhindranwale and his men. Had they not been hiding inside Golden Temple like a rat, carrying with them large quantities of arms and ammunition, nobody would have conducted Operation Blue Star. At the end of the day, Operation Blue Star was really very important because there were certain elements who were playing in the hands of
India has taken a strong stand objecting to this, calling this unacceptable. But is this a result of the free hand that has been given to these elements, that today, all the limits have been crossed, and a tableau celebrating, glorifying the assassination of the former Indian Prime Minister is on display?
No doubt about that, because we have seen that in some of the countries the free hand has been given to these Khalistani elements and also anti-India forces. That's one of the reasons that we have seen often on they indulge in such activities where they are not only trying to glorify terror and terrorists like Bhindranwale and the people who were that time involved in that operation. So they are trying to glorify them. Now they have crossed a line. They have started glorifying even the killers of Indira Gandhi. So what I said, that this has been the biggest ever blot on Sikh community, because when we talk about the Sikh community stands for the loyalty. But here this man was not loyal towards the person he was supposed to bow.
I have to interrupt you. We have Mr. Udit Raj of the Congress joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Udit Raj, your first response. India has taken a strong stand against this, calling this unacceptable. The tableau which shows the assassination of former Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, in a sense, seems to be glorifying it.
See, what happened is that when the day of the government in a country, that is central government is not in position to check what happened there on this pro-Khalistan, slogans were raised and Bhindranwale was glorified. Here in the Punjab, of course, cannot expect anything much from Punjab government. That is not capable government. Then, of course, I can imagine that it is happening in Canada. Not only this thing, pro-Khalistan elements are vandalizing the temples and beating the people in Australia, in Canada, and the Prime Minister visited just recently, but still they are still terrorizing them and intimidating the Hindus over there, those who are going to temple. So it's a scenario is all over. It's a very big jail, not only in Canada but in India also. That government of India must take up issue with the Canadian Prime Minister, Canadian government, that what is happening. And it continues, something is happening in Canada. Now, this has happened before that. They attacked those who are believers of Hinduism.
Yes, you are saying the matter needs to be taken up strongly with the government of Canada. Thank you very much, Mr. Raj, for joining us with your views. And with that, we are slipping into a very short break. News and updates will continue. Stay on with us.